How's it going, everyone? King Black 2 here. So I filled up on tea, which is a perfect time for some more Gwent. And in this video, we're going to follow on from the Dwarven deck that we played in the last video. And generally it's mostly the same, but I have kind of changed strategy a little bit. I was a little cynical on the previous video, just how good the deck could be, because I didn't really fight many of the decks you would consider a counter to this deck. So weather hurts this deck quite a bit, Dimeritian Bomb, Philippa, stuff like that. But now I've fought a lot more matches that I can safely say they are bad matchups, but they're not unwinnable, which is something I really like about this. You have to play a lot smarter. You have to try and make sure you win the first round, which isn't always too hard if you start decoying, because then they're going to get so far ahead in strength that they'll just pass and then you can beat them. But you want to try and stall them out in the middle round as much as possible so that they waste more weathers than they should. But then they most likely will always keep one for the final round. And you need to let that happen and then buff through it. It's the way that I found to be most effective against these bad matchup type things. And one combo which I seemingly have gone a little bit away from Barclay and gone on to this is utilizing Aglais. So I used to use Aglais mainly just for Barclay to decoy him again and get some more buffs. But that I think has a little bit of diminishing returns when you're buffing your dwarves. You just kind of want to get your Mahakam guards up to maybe 4 or 5 strength, so they're not as dangerous to put down as it used to be when they're 3 strength originally. But I've moved on to Aglais with a double Commander's Horn combo, and it seems to work really well. I think you can surprise anybody and actually get some really competent strength on the board just from one unit and a double Commander's Horn, but most likely you'll have a couple of other units as well, which is really nice. Even if you get weathered down and all you've got is a Swallow, Commander's Horn and Aglais, then you're still going to get, you know, a 40 strength combo, which is pretty good considering they may not have been expecting it. So take a look at the video, guys, take a look at the clips, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Thanks for watching. Oh boy. I hope he's not a weather deck. I just seem to be getting buffed and buffed and buffed and buffed and buffed. Trebuchet cheap. There you go. The whole reason the Neophyte deck is what we're going to try and do, because I think it might counter the Trebuchet. Or it may not. I mean, they could just do 2 damage and that's it, you know, to your little guys, and then they're gone. But Dimeritian Bomb is my card of the game, really. Really good. Shuts down a lot. However, Dimeritian Bomb, you need card advantage to really work, I think.
Always willing, pal.
But you also get screwed over by Philippa and stuff if you have to play that a bit early. And it doesn't work against golds. And it won't kill the trebuchets, so I don't know. Sometime, I'm not sure when they're going to put it on. I mean, Grey Boxer, you can tell us if you want. But I just finished recording the Commander's Horn podcast with Grey Boxer and McBeard Commander's Horn. So, well, he's doing my tactic. I don't know if my tactic's better than his though. He hasn't got a Scorch though. You could have Dimeritian Bomb. If he's playing my deck, I do have Dimeritian Bomb. And that would counter these dwarves quite well. Tomorrow. People can't bait that Scorch. So in general, will I be able to listen to it on the train already? Have any idea what time exactly? So, do any of you familiar with the Neophyte deck? Do you know what you think the main card that ties it all together is? I have to say there's a main card that ties all of this together. I think it's probably Barclay Elves, I think. Yeah, this is something we did talk about. Yeah, he's running light long ships. Although Grey Boxer, I run light long ships. So back off. Although I don't take Geralt, Igni, or Ciri, I do still take Scorch. So I take it for anti-weather, yeah. the connection is basically that if they're playing like longships, then they probably haven't got an overall theme for the deck. His deck does seem a bit scattered in theme. You know, he hasn't even Shieldsmith those yet. Though he might still be running Scorch because it's always a good silver card to have if you're a new player. So just by playing them, we started to see maybe he's a new player, which means he probably still has Scorch because he doesn't have silver limit, and Scorch is always decent to try and put in.
Wanna whip my axe?
Don't worry about it, Grey Box, it's fine. Not a problem. That's interesting. I don't know why I'm so worried about 1 resilient when I've got 4 on the board.
Everything alright?
A moment. I need to smoke.
That's good. Might see a Scorch or another Lacerate or
Calling me a
something.
coward?
Okay.
Gotta tear the legs from the bahookies!
Yeah, I've been playing Squirrely Tail pretty much exclusively since I made the Dwarven deck. If you've been fighting a lot against them, I think they're starting to come out now because they are good. They just require you to have a decent amount of cards, I think.
Never had your kneecaps broken!
I think I might have played you.
We serve her who is virgin,
Alright.
mother, and
We're
crone.
struggling. We are struggling quite heavily.
Know if anyone's got any hooch left.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
That's
Hey,
Skull,
listen
isn't
here. Listen well.
it? Right. Might be able to win. He's going to get 6 strength from one of those guys. That'll get him up to 53. And that needs to be 2 strength if it's Sigfreda. That will work. If it's Restoration, it won't. Commander's Horn will work. Dimeritium will probably work. That's a lot of stuff he can use to beat me. That's my turn. I was wondering why I wasn't playing it. Normally if they take a long time to play... he's won, isn't he?
Bow
draw.
before modern Freya.
Oh, that's a draw, which means I lose. Balls. Oh, that was unfortunate. That's good. I like that. That was very good. That might demonstrate the... You know, I didn't quite get... what's his face? Barclay. And that could have been a big deal. It kind of shows you a little bit how the deck might not fare if you don't have Barclay. I don't know. Could have just been unfortunate. He had just the right amount of everything, but he didn't use a Scorch or anything, which would have been more deadly. So I probably got off lightly and still just drew. That's loss. Because I think I put up a really good board there actually. I'd have had Commander's Horn or possibly Aglais. You know, I could have done a lot of good stuff. I just basically all I got was resilient dwarves and buffs. So I think that was a pretty... It seemed like a good hand, and it was for 3 rounds, but not just for 2. So I needed to win the first one in order to win that whole game, I think. Am I fighting? Monsters. Over there. Okay. We'll start off right.
Look alive.
I do need Bruiser, but I don't have Bruiser. I didn't use my leader ability there because I had a decent hand. No point in rejiggering it.
I'll get it done.
Now the only time that would be a bad play is if he's got Nega Warriors. We'll see.
Always willing,
So
pal.
we're going to try and save Barkley for the next round, if possible. I got the feeling he won't quit though. He won't just pass. Hi, Mike Ducks fan. Welcome to the stream. We're playing a resilient Dwarven deck. Barkley card in stow. What's he going to do?
Let's get this over with.
Let's just play that. Hopefully the strength dominance there will make him pass. Might not. But at the minute his board's not great for the monster deck ability, so we could just lacerate the whole lot as well. Okay.
Mahakam!
Alright, we'll just leave it there, see what he has to do. So his board's about 50-50. Just above. Or just below, sorry. Or whether he's going to keep something rubbish. Okay, that's great. And it's going to stay on one as well. Really nice. The opponent won, I'm going to just pass. My cursor went a bit dodgy, it wasn't highlighting the button anymore. Almost a day here without a key. Almost a day.
I've got to get this stinking mess in order.
Right, we don't want Alzor's Thunder. I think that's generally the only way you can get rid of it. Actually, a Scorch would work. Epidemic. He has Epidemic. That's the only reason he'd want to get rid of that. Unless he wanted to pass, actually. That could be a decent play. And $70 show how long I've watched your stream. They do. You only signed up. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, what do we want to play? We want to play him. He's obvious.
Want a good look at the axe?
Hopefully there's another Folk coming and Yavon's going to do wonders for this. So again, even on the final round, we can sort of just slow him down a little bit with Barclay and stuff, but I feel like we could use some more dwarves. Sheldon would be really nice right now. So we're not going to buff him until at least we can wait. So specials, we've only had Lacerate and that, and Fuck.
My folk have suffered much.
Oh, that's beautiful. But how many dwarves do we have? We've got some siege units, which are really nice. I think we can win with this. You're rich. You're a rich man. Okay. We could play this guy first. Keep this guy down a little bit.
Coexistence, no such thing.
Has this deck changed? No, that's the deck. Just there. We may have changed it by adding in Commander's Horn and taking out Clear Skies, because I always replace Clear Skies anyway. What did he steal out of interest? It looks like he stole my Lacerate. Oh, I don't know what he stole. No idea. Right, I know he doesn't have a bite of frost. I mean, a rain then. That's guaranteed, isn't it? So. Doesn't necessarily have a biting frost either. That's really nice to know. We don't mind if he epidemics them actually. I feel like he has epidemic, but that buff to 6. I didn't account for that until I just saw it. So actually, epidemic's only going to hit Barclay, which is fine. I mean, if he does have a rain, fuck. There you go. If he does have a rain, if I buff that up, I'd lose it. So.
Lie still. You've not yet recovered.
I really didn't think he had a rain, but I made the play right at the end there. In case he didn't have a rain, he has to split his combo, and the Swallow Potion is still going to be useful, even though I planned to Commander's Horn on the back row. Having the rain would have meant that the Swallow Potion was ineffective, so I'm glad I made that kind of... Yeah, exactly. I wanted Gaunt Eredin to do something unique, kind of like how Johnny does. So, you know, he could... The ideas were that maybe he rewinds time a turn, so you play something, both get the cards back that were played last turn, and you get the strength of him. So if they played a Scorch, you could maybe rewind time and deal with that. But apparently dealing with turn timers directly was a horrible feeling. And, you know, it might not have been a good idea. I was just throwing it out there. Lacerate is decent. This guy. Aglais. Yo! We've actually got an amazing hand here. Provided he doesn't remove Barclay. Barclay card. I assume you guys have Barclay's bank in your country? Because that's what I'm referring to when I say Barclay card. You should get like a Visa card. Oh my god, no way!
I've got to get this stinking mess in order.
Actually, I don't have decoy. That's the only thing I need. What if he's gonna, you know, zap that or not? I feel like he'll try and remove it. Unless he's got Owls or Thunder, he can't do that, I don't think.
Did I scare you?
Okay. If it turns out he adrenaline rushes, then it's going to be really, really annoying.
I'll get it done.
Yeah, I was going to play Milva and play Zoltan, really. No, because he gets that back. He does get Sarah back, is why I didn't do it. Because he gets Sarah back and he can use it on a later turn. Whereas if I Lacerate, timer goes down to 1. And, yeah, so... You can see what I mean. I can Lacerate when it comes out next time. But you sort of see how this goes. Hensel, I don't like him. Yeah, me too. So, I didn't want to mill because I didn't want him to get that back. I wanted him to waste her on this particular turn, but I wouldn't let the opponent go first. The dragon times down. He's got 3-turn timer. After 3 turns, kill the strongest non-gold units on the board twice in a row. So basically just 2 scorches in a row. Its effect has already been done now, so not a big deal anymore.
Wanna flip for my axe?
Hensau I don't think is that good. No, I haven't seen anyone really using yet. Is that worth the lacerate, do you reckon? No, we'll just use him on it, shall we?
Scoia'tael! Attack!
But we know he's got a lot of weather now. So we need to bait the weather out a lot. That's perfect. That was like absolutely amazing. But not for him. But what we need is decoy or commander's horn.
We do what must be done.
So if you're wondering why I got rid of Aglais, it's because I'm buffing these guys up, but they are just going to go back down. There's no reason to really buff these guys. What I'm looking for is Commander's Horn, so my final play is, you know, in the money, so to speak. I mean, I feel like I need to play him, but it might just be a ping, you know? That's the problem. I think all of this is just going to be pinged to death. I'm feeling like maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, potion, I wanted to stall him a lot more, but if I happen to throw any of these down and potion them, so I kind of wasted his ability, but he's still alright. He's still fine. Okay. I'm hoping to exhaust his frosts and his weathers and then start potioning, and I think this is the only way I'm going to win. Really. I've got 2 Commander's Horns if necessary. We're going to probably scorch that row. What do you reckon? Not scorch, swipe. Because if he thunderbolts these guys, that means he can't really place a frost. Because they'll go down, because they're not immune. But I should be alright for frost now.
Wanna flip for my axe?
You can never say for certain, but Caranthea is generally always in the deck.
Let's get this over with.
There's not a point in terms of, you know, getting packs, but if you just want to play and you know you can play that much, then you might as well keep playing. You still constantly get stuff. Okay, so he's wounded himself.
Dead as a creaser.
Whoa, those gunners are in for a world of hurt.
Apparently there is going to be a patch. We don't know when and we don't know what it is. So I'm afraid I've got no information for you. I can tell you with certainty that The succubus is going to be available for monsters on release. Best I got.
Wanna whip my axe?
Drink this, you'll feel better.
Look, these guys are even above their original value. Erect. I think he's got to be pretty salty about that. Double horn. I pretty much got 69 strength from Geralt and the Commander's Horn. I mean, Mahakam Guard is buffed. How would you like an ability to add the exact number of points below value to the base strength of one card is wounded? So we have 5, it goes down by 1 to weather, and once we clear sky, it's 9.
Onward! Attack!
Add the exact number of points below value. Oh, that'd be interesting. That'd be really nice. I think that could work. It'd be very difficult to get to work. But what does the whale do? It goes to different rows, and every time it lands on a row, it minuses 1 from everything on that row. I obviously didn't use it well. Northern Realms. So we're playing the Dwarf deck now. We've got some decent stuff. We haven't got Barclay. We could go for Barclay, but I think we need Commander's Horns. It's more likely Commander's Horns will win us the game with her. So Milva, I'm not sure what we'll do.
Don't recognize your own mates.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
This is no time to whimper.
I'll try and use her in card advantage terms, but I'm not sure how easy that'll be. Oh, definitely. If you go to my older viewers, Aldo, they'll definitely have more than 1,000 Liberty dollars.
Mahakam! Wanna whip my axe?
I'm still quite impressed with my high score. Oh, it should be. Should be. I'm not even bothering to do the maths on that one. Why no KVT pounds? I don't know. I don't know. I think it kind of came from, because I used to stream Street Fighter 4. I think it came from Bison dollars.
Elven Blarney.
Now, how did that incantation go?
Gotta tear the legs from the bahookies!
Nope, not letting it go. Not letting it go. Right, so.
Mahakam wasn't built in a day.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Drink this, you'll feel better.
I'm going all in. Any Geralt, Igni, or Scorch, and I've lost, but I don't care. I don't care. First. He's absolutely useless. Never go all in. You'll see, Jed. You'll see. You'll all see.
Any last words?
Tell me you jest.
Could have grabbed promote. Could have, but it would have been on 22 and I would have not had enough strength. Although then I could have used Milva well. But Milva dead card. Alright. It looks like he hasn't got a Scorch or a Geralt. There you go. Get the reads right, guys. I was never afraid. You need to read your opponent. And I read that he didn't have one of those. I don't know. We get any good game? No, we didn't get a good game. Who would have thought we didn't get a good game? Ridiculous.